for Carolina. Ben Johns, the #1 overall pick. Then they had Andrea Koop, Jesse Irvin at 43 and 44, and Colin at 47. Andrea Koop and Jesse Irvin had a bit of a tough time in their previous match. Let's see if they can right the ship here.
Yeah, a bit of a tough time, maybe an understatement, Cam. They got rolled pretty good. They just did, sorry. We'll see if they can. Good start from them, up 2-0 though. See if they can come back strong. They're both really good players. They just did not play well that match and just got kind of beat up. But
we play our roles well.
Yeah,
you're the bad cop, I'm the good cop.
You're good cop, bad cop situation here.
Oh my!
Oh.
It's a traffic jam.
Oh my! How?
Jesse. Jesse celebrates, and Anna calls that out. They're going to challenge here.
I cannot believe Jesse Irvin got.
Which one of those?
I was going to say, like 3 of those balls, I cannot believe she got them back. I mean, literally can't believe it.
They're going to challenge this owl call.
I mean,
I feel like she kind of earned that point just because.
She did. Just give it to her, guys.
Just because it was so nuts.
Even if this ball's out, Cam, like, I like the fight from Jesse and Andrea early here. Like, there's, you know, Anna's looking at me, trying to get, I can't see it, Anna, I'm sorry, but, like, you know, they played poorly in the last, here we go.
Well, that was a noise never heard on a broadcast before.
Sorry. I do think that ball was in, though. I don't know. Again, I don't know. We don't have all the angles here. Wait, let me see this.
Again, a video challenge, whether this ball is in or out of bounds.
I think it was in. Cam, what do you think?
I feel like I'm more wrong than right with these.
Just say something. Just don't. Come on. What do you think? Actually, I don't know. This angle makes it look different, though. I don't know.
It does make it look different. I'm going to say.
It's close.
I'm going to say out.
It's really close. There's one angle that made it look like it was in, but.
I'm only saying out because you said in.
It was tight.
One of us has to go the opposite direction just because one of us has to be a winner.
Overturned, the ball was in.
It was in. I knew it.
So you're up.
One free video challenge has 2 remaining. Carolina Pickleball Club has 3
we just need a little adversity in the booth.
That's right. That's right. Little competition. Quick 3-0 lead here. Love how Jesse and Andrea are playing right now. Great start.
How about 4-0?
That was the same shot she hit in the bin when she was playing with Ben against James in the last match. Remember that? That little deceptive. It looked exactly like a dink, and then it just, boop, right up the middle. Great speed up by Jesse. Jesse Irvin. Oh, no!
Foot fault called. And Jesse asking if she actually did. She was more worried about staying alive.
Yes, she was. But a great start from, let's see if she did it. Oh yeah, it wasn't even. No question, foot fault, but great start from Jesse. Great start from Jesse. Sorry, she just didn't play well at all in the last women's match, so I'm happy for her. She's playing really well here.
She did definitely start to pick it up in that mixed match.
She did, true.
Tough ball for Fahey. She kind of drifts off.
Yeah, and Jesse
expecting Bright to take it, I think.
Yeah, and that little speed up from Jesse clipped the tape too. That helped her out.
Okay, Andrea Koop lets one. I love it.
No, that was Jesse, wasn't it?
No, I'm talking about the scream.
Oh, was that Andrea? Oh my God.
7-1.
Look at this inside in, backhand.
Check out that celebration.
Wow.
Oh, there's a little anger behind these, and I am here for it.
Yes. I love the energy from Coop and Jesse.
fire up, ladies. Let's go.
Good eye there by Anna. Jessie's got to try and change her spot on that off the bounce forehand speed up. She's gone middle 3 times in a row. See if she can change it up a little bit. A little more deception.
Anna Bright, that is so crispy clean.
Here, crispy clean. I love that kid. Crispy clean from Anna. Great shots by Miss Bright.
Very calculated.
Yes.
Not overhit.
No.
Reaching and finding the cross-court speed up again, Jessie Irvin.
Yep, she did. Playing really well right now. Love her energy, love her game right now.
Got a couple Bruins on one side. I missed that. Go Brew.
Yeah.
Hot hands from Anna Bright.
Anna Bright coming alive right now. Wins the hands battle head-to-head against Jessie. It's a big momentum point, potentially, for the shock.
Anna Bright just had to bail herself out of that.
Insane.
Astonishing save, Jessie Irvin.
What a point from all 4 players. The hands, the saves, I mean, each team won that point 3 times, literally. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm screaming, Cam. I'm screaming into the microphone. The VIP fans are looking at me like, who is this crazy guy? Who gave him a microphone?
He just got muted. We got people giggling over here. Question for you on the end change. Get ready.
Okay, okay.
We had the pickleball Mount Rushmore conversation.
Yes.
Got another one.
Okay. I'm preparing.
6-9 here for the St. Louis Shock. Trying to work their way back after a strong start from Carolina. So impressed with the countering, the attacking right now on the side of Carolina.
Andrea and Jessie are playing really well right now. Just so solid, Cam. Just no gifts, no dumb missed routine dinks. And just, like you said, the counters are unbelievable. Just so crisp. Look at that.
I mean, if she got that one, I would have just quit.
Yeah, at that point, it's like, how is it possible? But
I'm gonna sub 1, please.
yes.
She changed her spot.
She changed the spot. She went middle on the first backhand speed up and goes down the line there. And Jessie gets a paddle on that. She's on it, but just a little bit too late. Great spot by Miss AB.
8-10.
So Bright continues to speed up the line and has had some success, but when it starts to shift in terms of that hands battle, it's getting a little tougher.
Yeah, Jessie saw that one coming and had a nice little one-handed counter. on that one. Still like Anna being aggressive, though.
Fahey kind of shaking out those arms.
Yeah, the wind picked up in the middle of that point. Don't know if that had an effect on Kate's positioning there, but just mishit that a little bit.
Fahey had quite a tennis career out of the University of Michigan. She was a NCAA doubles championship runner-up in 2019. She's also a 2-time Big Ten Player of the Year.
Wow.
3-time All-American. Uh-oh, second time called out of bounds.
Didn't see that one.
You're maintaining your alcohol?
Challenge.
Carolina Pickleball Club is challenging
They're
the
gonna challenge
alcohol as
that.
the rally stands. It's 10-12 St. Louis Shock serving.
How'd the last one go?
It went the way that I said it went. It was in, but that one, I didn't see it. So I don't know. Did you see it, Cam?
We're about to.
That angle looks in, right?
I'm
Audience?
thinking that's in.
That looks in from there,
But
but
I
it's the
have to
angle.
disagree with you.
But it's easier to disagree. Do you want to go first next time? Because I feel like
Yeah.
I go, okay. Not this time, though. That looks in from there, right? That's in. But we haven't, the angles in pickleball, we don't know.
Dave Fleming working with Andrea Coop right now, just having some conversation.
Yeah, it does. I mean, listen, if we're just going with this angle, I'm sure the referees have different angles they're looking at. But if just based on that angle, of course, it's in. But quick call here. I expect this to be overturned to in.
After review, the out call is overturned. The ball was in.
Second time.
St. Louis Shock
Yeah.
loses another free challenge and have one remaining. Carolina Pickleball Club still has 3 free video challenges. The score is now 13-9. Timeout, change ends.
Okay, so this becomes really interesting because each time that they are challenged and lose, aka the call is overturned, that means the St. Louis Shock lose one of their free challenges.
Oh, I didn't
they
know that.
only have one remaining free challenge on the side of the St. Louis Shock.
I think that's a good rule. I like that rule. Yeah, interesting. I mean, listen, it's tough to call your own lines out here when you're battling, just trying to make the next ball. So, I'm sure Kate and Anna, and they both, I think, so the first one was Anna, right? The first quote-unquote bad call was Anna making it, and this next one was Kate. Sometimes you miss calls. I think Anna Bright's played a lot of pickleball, and Kate's played a lot of pickleball, a lot of tennis. They're not, I'm a player.
They're not trying to hook them.
Right. I'm around everybody, and there's some people that are known for hooking, and these two ladies are not known for that, so they just made some mistakes. It's okay. It's tough. You're trying to make a dink out there, and you got to call your own line. So that's why we have the replay system, and it's a big development in pickleball to have replay, to have challenges. So glad they got the call right. But how about Andrea Coop and Jessie Irvin? They are playing some great pickleball right now, especially Jessie after she really struggled in the previous women's match. Really impressed with Carolina right now.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Very impressed with what they've been able to put together. That also, after the challenge, created the change of end. So Anna Bright and Kate Fahey need to kind of hit the reset button here.
Time in. 13-9.
Wow. Great start there by Carolina, Jesse and Andrea, they are not backing down from the young guns over there for St. Louis. Love Jesse's energy right now, Cam. She's
locked in.
She's locked in.
I wouldn't be stunned though to see something coming from these two.
No,
at all.
It is far from over.
Starts with a great drop.
Great drop there. The wind kind of took that. Jesse gets off balance and dumps the fourth in the net.
Just a hair patient there, more than what has been taking place, and maybe getting them just a bit out of system and out of sorts on the opposite side.
100%. She was extremely patient at that point. She's pulled some triggers early that haven't worked out for her, and I love that. Just exactly what you said, Cam. Just be patient. Wait for that right ball. She did it perfectly there.
Well, I think there's also something about creating the right ball, right? So working the point and creating the opportunity.
Moving the dinks around the kitchen, getting Andrea and Jesse on the move, and waiting for that ball that sits up just a little bit. By that speed up from Jesse. I know the first one was really good earlier in the match, but I think she's like 1 for 4 on those right now. Anna, you just see Anna was on that from the start. Here comes Kate Fahey and Anna Brights, 14-16. And they've got all the momentum.
They continue to find themselves kind of backing off into the transition zone.
Yep. Great pressure there by Jesse and Andrea. Put the shock back in this thing.
They had set that up. I know they didn't execute, but Jesse was pretty heavily over to that left side with that backhand drive. Coop already up at the net.
Big backhand from Coop.
It's just so rhythmic. That's so smooth.
Yes, very smooth. Maybe a little miscommunication.
18-15.
The shock there. I don't know, they didn't even go for that.
They're having a hard time getting to the kitchen.
They are.
Ooh. Oh! A little sketchy on a couple of those.
I don't know how Jesse got that one back. But great hands from Anna.
16-18.
I want a timeout right now.
Yeah,
I want a timeout on Carolina. I know you're still winning. It's 18-17. It's tight, but I just feel the momentum has shifted to the shock.
The same time as the end change, I would say.
Correct. Yeah. Timeout.
she's creating her own combinations right now.
Yep, she is. Anna Bright is starting to dictate this match. And it's going to be a timeout there.
That's huge. Dave Fleming consulting with Colin and Ben.
Yeah, I mean, Anna Bright is inserting herself in this match. I still think Jessie and Andrea are playing great. They just got, I think you keep the ball as much as you can, keep away from Anna right now because she is really hot. And you got to think also, the Shocker under for this women's match, they're under a lot of pressure because they know they really need to win this match because their guys are going to have to play Ben and Colin in the next one. So,
but how about that matchup? Those guys, Hayden and Gabe?
Oh, it's going to be an unbelievable match, but you got to think Ben and Colin are favored in that.
For sure.
But again, Hayden and Gabe could definitely win. But, if I'm the Shock women, I think, geez, our guys are playing Ben and Colin. We cannot get down 2-0 going into mixed because guess what? In mixed, you got Ben Johns on one of the teams, so you got to count that as a loss as well, right? If you're doing it in your head. So
it's good mental math.
No, but yeah, but you got to think you have almost 2 automatic wins with Ben in men's and whoever he plays mixed with or whoever he plays mixed against. So it's not a must win for the Shock, but it's basically a must win, Cam. I mean, you got to win this match.
I like the reasoning.
Thank you.
I'm with you.
Thank you.
Time in. 18-18.
Anna Bright has yet to touch the ball. That felt like a dinking exercise for Kate Fahey. Anna Bright didn't touch it once.
They did exactly what I thought they would do, is target Fahey big time. That's a huge point because Kate knows she's being targeted and she hangs in there, gets a dumb speed up by Andrea, no offense, but it was not a good speed up.
Jessie.
Jessie, it was Jessie. Guys, she's got to have a lot of comps right now. And then she hits a nice shot in transition there. That's a huge 2 points for the Shock.
Yeah, it's a big swing right there.
Kate gets a little lucky in the net court, but she's on that ball.
Just unstoppable.
The initial counter from Fahey off the Jessie speed up was very good. It set Anna perfectly up for the finishing forehand. Kate Fahey coming alive here.
Even that's going their way.
Yeah. A little fortunate there. Andrea makes that shot 99 out of 100, but that was the one she missed.
How about the wheels on Anna Bright?
Big time wheels from Anna there. Ball's back to Carolina, but what a great run from the Shock. Kate Fahey really showing up, getting targeted, but doesn't matter. She's gritty, she's tough. Really impressed with her, Cam.
Yeah, she's doing a nice job. Staying steady, not trying to do too much.
Yep.
Return winner. Remember, Jessie had gone earlier to find that third down the middle.
Yeah. Cannot have that happen. It's just
23-19.
Just can't have that.
counter on the forehand side of Fahey. She sticks with it.
Kate Fahey coming alive at the end of this match. I mean, she's been alive the whole time. She's played good the whole time, but especially these last 6-7 points is unbelievable.
The game point for the Shock.
Bang. Oh, no, Andrea. Yeah. Bad speed up by Andrea, and the Shock. 25-19. That match was so close the whole time, and really, Carolina was up. What were they up? 13-9 in the first half there, and then, I mean, just unbelievable performance by Anna and especially Kate. She was targeted clearly.
Dave Fleming currently on camera.
Look at him.
I didn't mean he had to get off.
Come in here, Dave.
But we got so much still to come in this Major League Pickleball season, including the mid-season tournament coming up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, mid-July. Have yourself some fun on 4th of July and then head off to Michigan and hang with us. Dave Fleming, the coach and GM at the Carolina Pickleball Club. And right now, it's going to be a men's battle. Ben Johns and Colin Johns looked very, very good in their previous match in the men's matchup. And they've got two fiery competitors on the opposite side, and Gabe Tardio and Hayden Patriquin. You can guarantee that Hayden and Gabe are not going to pull any punches.
No, they are not going to hold back at all. Ben and Colin got to feel good about their performance against Declan and James. That's a dangerous team, and they didn't smoke them, but they beat them pretty soundly. And I think Gabe and Hayden are kind of a similar team to Declan and James. There's a lot of firepower, a lot of trickiness. Hand speed is there, and these guys, they're 18 years old. They're such studs, such nice kids. Excited for this match.
Already caught. Hayden Patriquin loading to the wrong side.
Yeah, Ben did his little mini,
1-0.
kind of a cobra situation. Very deceptive.
earlier, we're already going to see the cross-court backhand battle. Ben Johns hated Patriquin going that direction.
Just something the way about Ben hit that 5th shot volley in the midcourt. He hit it with an extra oomph.
Very technical term.
I would be afraid if I was Hayden and Gabe right now. I don't like this version of Ben that I'm seeing. He seems really loose out there and very confident. No way. No way.
Little patty cake here.
Wow.
Trying to use a bit of a slider there, but how about the save from Colin Johns?
Unbelievable
That
save
hit
by
the
Colin.
line and it just shot away. You got to start building. 1-3 here for the St. Louis Shock.
Great start from the Johns brothers.
1-3.
See if the kids can do something. Bang. I'm telling you, this Ben Johns right now, the way he is playing, I would be terrified if I was the Shock. He's just playing super loose. He's moving really well, going for a lot of earnies.
I also think he's a little ticked off.
Yeah, he's
And I
he's
mean
not
that in
happy.
the most pleasant of
Yeah.
ways.
He's not happy about losing that last match. Ooh. Great play by Hayden, but and that's a great look by him because you know Ben's playing probably a little more court than he normally would because he's a little ticked off. And so behind Ben is the spot to go. Hayden knows that and played it perfectly there. And then a routine dink miss from Ben. Don't see that often.
Ben Johns, just 25 years old, originally out of Maryland.
Two missed. Yeah, I said he was playing good, and then he misses two just routine shots there. But wow, and then pops up a dink.
I'm impressed with the location there from Hayden.
Yeah.
Ben immediately slid towards the middle, and he almost recognized that before he even shifted.
He did. That was just a subtle change of direction by Patriquin. Wow.
Hands to Hayden Patriquin.
Wow. Hayden versus Colin there head to head, and look at this. Boom, boom, boom.
6-5.
Wow.
You've got really good sound effects.
Side out point
Thanks.
6.
Big momentum point there from the Shock, and then Tardio dumps one in the net, but Shock gotta like how they're playing right now.
Point.
Great spot by Ben there.
7-6.
Shadows on just half of the court here. Good look.
Point.
Nothing you can do if you're Gabe Tardio.
They're the best team in the world. They don't need net cords. Pickleball gods, can we just, come on, don't give them the net cords.
I forgot to have our question at the end change because there was that video challenge taking place, so we got a little distracted.
I forgot about the question as well.
Don't worry, it's still applicable. Like that, the extension on that swinging volley.
And the crazy thing is, Tardio's on that initial attack by Ben, but Ben knows where the counter's going, and the re-counter was perfect. Unbelievable shot by Ben.
Side out point 7.
Good shot by Hayden there too. Ben leaves the drop a little high.
Hayden Patriquin out of
7-9.
Southern California. Stands at 5'7".
He is a stud.
Point.
There's a reason they call him Big H.
Yeah.
Gabe Tardio, also 18 years old, 6'1". originally from Bolivia, now in Jupiter, Florida.
Yeah, both
8-9.
these guys are just absolute studs on the court. And you know what? They're nice kids too. Ooh.
Point.
And Benny misses that one.
9-9.
It's so interesting to watch the body posture of Colin Johns. He's one of the best resetters and counters in the game, without question. But you rarely see somebody else stand quite like he does as he kind of backs off and plays defense.
Yeah, it's really strange. I think he's just trying to stay as loose as possible, right? Because when you're trying to reset a ball, especially the ball that Hayden Patrick went smashing at you, if you're tight, you're anxious at all, then
you're going to add extra pop.
Yeah, you're going to add extra pop, and there's no way you can control that ball. Hayden on that one, but Colin is probably the best resetter in the game.
Well, and it makes me think about Tina Pisnik. He also trains
Yeah.
her, and it's so interesting because she now has and possesses that same kind of very
11-10.
quiet, I don't want to call it a casual stance because it's anything but. I imagine it takes great mental fortitude to stay in that sort of
I'd call it
anticipatory stance.
Yeah, but I think it is casual. I mean, but it's difficult to be in a casual stance when you're in such an intense match, right? Like you're used to being kind of tight, like ready to go. It's there's nerves, whatever, but to be casual and be loose like that takes a lot of mental fortitude, like you said.
Set out point 12.
Right now,
got to make that one.
trading points.
Trading points, pretty back and forth so far.
Hayden Patrick win.
Love that move from Hayden.
12-12.
What is happening?
I'm pretty sure that both Hayden and Gabe twisted their ankles in that rally.
Yeah, I don't know
It
what-
must be nice to have that loose of ligaments at
What
that age.
happened? Oh, they ran into each other.
Yes, and stepped on each
Oh
other.
my gosh.
I do that, my ankle's blown.
Oh, I'd be probably deceased by now if I would have done that. I mean, and then great hands. And Hayden gets a little luck from the net court, but he's on that ball.
Okay, so we're at 13-12. This is our shot. If there was something in pickleball that should be worth 2 points, what would it be?
Good question, Cam.
I'm glad you
Should
like
be
it.
something worth 2 points. I would say how about this? Any winner. So if you hit an ace off the serve, or you hit a counter that they don't even touch,
A dink
or
winner.
or a speed up, anything the other team doesn't touch. If you hit the ball so well that the other team can't even get a paddle on it, that's 2 points.
Is it only in doubles?
Only in doubles.
Okay, that's
singles. No, singles. I don't know.
It's too hard.
I don't know anything about singles.
15
I
seconds,
can't even.
correct positions,
I'm a
correct
3-5 singles player probably, so don't know about singles. But in doubles, if you can hit the ball and it's a winner, and that would also people be running
Timing.
around for like an overhead that they may
13-12.
not be able to. They wouldn't touch normally. They would just try to put a paddle on it because they wouldn't want to give up 2 points.
Oh, I like
Set out
that.
point
There you go,
13.
USAP. Just give me a little credit. Actually, no, not me credit. You credit for the question. 50-50 credit. Right, Cam?
Yeah, we'll go 50-50.
Okay, thank you.
13-13.
Gabe didn't anticipate that ball coming back. Nearly missed the second overhead.
Yeah, Ben initially calls that out, but then
14-13.
takes a second look and he realizes that was it.
Side out
No
point
love
14.
from the net for Patrick Quinn.
No love there. Man, this match is just back and forth, back and forth. I
14-14.
love it.
mean, it is rare to see a dink get Ben Johns off balance, and they just kept continuing to go to it.
They did, and then a great Ernie from the right side. That's a hard
15-14.
shot. I play a lot of right side pickleball in men's
Side out point
doubles,
15.
and that's a really tough shot that Tardieu makes look easy there.
15.
I'm sure that's because you got a great backhand counter.
I do have a good backhand counter, but that's not really the reason why. And then here we go.
16-15.
That was a missed return there, a missed serve followed by a missed return there by the Shock. Can't give up little bunnies. It's the Carolina.
Point.
But it's been clear since the beginning of this match, Patrickman really wanted to go to that backhand side of Ben Johns. They're not scared to go that direction.
No, they're not.
As long as they can keep it on the ground.
Yep. Yeah, 3 or 4 mistakes in a row here for Tardieu and Patrickman. I would love a timeout right now, but they're not going to take it.
Carolina up by 3. It's just too much offense right now on the side of Carolina.
There's kind of a timeout. I think it should have been a point earlier, but this is just classic CJ and Ben. You see Ben just dictating, then finally getting the ATP, and then says bye-bye.
Yeah, the most well-rounded team in men's doubles, without question. They have the defensive acumen as well as the offensive, whether that's from Ben or Colin. So impressive.
Yeah, they do. And you see, they've won 4 or 5 points in a row here. There hasn't been anything flashy. There hasn't been any winners or crazy, ATPs from it. It's nothing special, quote unquote, but it's just solid pickleball the whole time, waiting for your opponents to make a mistake and just playing patient and playing the numbers. And that's what Ben and Colin have done really well, especially in the last 5-6 points here to get that 4-point lead. It was back and forth the whole time, but a little bit of separation here for Carolina. Let's see if they can continue that.
Trying to even up the score. There's that angle again.
Great angle by Hayden.
That's a money shot right there.
It was. Ooh, and get a little mistake there.
2 out of the timeout.
There we go.
17-19. Side out point 20.
Good return there. I feel like that I think Hayden didn't think he'd get the bounce he did there. Not a great bounce, but still got to put that third over.
20, yep. 2017.
Maybe.
I wanted it to land just to see what he was going to do with it.
I did too.
18-20.
Catching Colin Johns.
Thought Colin was on that, but Hayden put it just low enough. Here come the Shock.
Colin doesn't try to necessarily overhit those counters. His main objective, it always seems like, is to get the ball down.
Get it low. Yeah, 100% Cam. He's not crushing the counters like some other guys. But the ball's getting low. Here comes Benny. Here comes Ben Johns. That was an angry finish. Was that angry, Cam?
That was pretty nasty.
That was an angry finish. Bang. He is not happy, which is bad for the shock.
Unleash the beast.
Yes. Hayden Patrick, what a move there. Great anticipation from Big H. Shock still in this 2022. They're hanging around.
It's one of the first times you'll see both Ben and Colin go for the same ball.
Yeah, a little miscommunication in the middle, but they get away with it.
23-20.
Oh, no.
Point.
Can't have that.
Yep.
That hurts.
And we've got game point here for Carolina.
24-20.
Sure. What was better, Ben's dig or Hayden's dig?
Both, I would say, equal. I mean, they're both insane digs.
21-24.
From a top position. And then go. Sorry, I said go in the middle of that point, but.
Yeah, you would have been called for a fall.
Sorry, yeah. If I would have voice-let from Dow there.
It's 24, yes.
Game point again.
24-21.
Securing that point. Now down by 2.
Gabe Tardio, what a nice little misdirect out of the air.
22-24.
See, it looks like he's going to go middle there, and he just goes right down the line. I love that little forehand speed up.
Oh, it's a mishit.
Yeah, Big H. That's a tough shot there. You're on the run in transition. I like the look,
24-22.
Game point again.
Point to Carolina, game to Carolina.
Wow, great playing by Ben and Colin. I like Aiden and Gabe were in that match the whole time. Just a few mistakes. I mean, it was just a couple little, a dink error there, a misreturn here. And that's the difference with Ben and Colin. And we've got mix coming up. See the final point here. Big H wants some love off the net, but he doesn't get it. It pops right up for him. Mixed matches coming up. We are tied 1-1. Last match of the day. MLP DC. We love pickleball.
a look at the head-to-head for the St. Louis Shock and the Carolina Pickleball Club. Cameron Irwin alongside Greg Dow, and Games 1 is a little bit tighter than those matches won. Again, Carolina seeing their first action in Major League Pickleball here in DC. This is our final match of the weekend, and we're getting set. Score is tied up 1 apiece. Carolina is coming off a loss just a few short hours ago. I would even say, what, that was an hour and a half ago?
Yeah, probably.
In a Dream Breaker, and right now they're sitting 1-1. Do they go to another, Greg?
Yes. I think you gotta, Ben Johns is a lock. He's a lock to win this mixed match. Not a lock. Not a lock.
You already said it.
92% chance Ben wins this match here. That's my number, 92% chance. So I think it will go to a Dream Breaker, but who knows? Tardio is so streaky. He's so tricky. And Fahey I thought she played really well in the women's match, so you never know. And Jessie's been on and off today. We've done the last 2 matches. Even though they lost that women's match, she played well. If she continues to play well, then Ben and her are going to win. But if she doesn't, then could get interesting here in DC.
I'm not sure what voice that was, but I like it.
In DC. That's my commentator voice. It's my new one.
I'll have to start practicing that one.
Thanks. Bang.
Ben Johns comes crashing down. This has been the combination all weekend for Carolina.
2-0.
Ben alongside Jessie. And I also think that the St. Louis Shock is actually okay going to the Dream Breaker. You look at their roster for singles.
Yeah, you got Big H, you got Tardio,
3-0.
both not great singles players, but solid singles players. And then obviously you got Anna Bright
And Kate Fahey.
and Kate Fahey. And Anna doesn't play much singles on the PPA right now, but she's still
So good.
She's so good.
4-0.
It's similar to her boyfriend James, where they're both probably top 5 singles players. They just
It's a lot to play.
it's a lot. It's a lot.
Point.
I play 4 or 5 matches in a weekend. And I'm like, oh, I'm tired. Like I can't imagine playing singles also. So either way, yeah, the Shock is. I've got to feel like they have the advantage in the Dream Breaker.
Football. Left foot.
Ooh, by Benny.
Oh, it's out.
Odisha calls for the football. The ball's out of bounds. So either way.
Okay.
Ben's going to challenge this because the out of bounds is negated.
Ooh,
because of the foot fault.
Call. As it already stands,
Interesting.
it's 1-5 St. Louis Shock serving.
So that would be the fault. That would be the end of the point.
Right.
So if this is in fact not a foot fault, I believe it would be a replay.
Be a replay, yeah. We'll see. I mean, generally, the refs are, I would say, 95% right on foot faults. Like, it's just, they don't miss these calls because they have to see it. Now, the line calls are different because they don't have all the angles, but let's see here. Let's rewind it a little more. Let's see it. I think I saw the left foot, right? Yeah, left foot clearly. Well, he kind of brought it away at the end, but I still think left foot's on, right? Let's see.
Yeah, it's looking like.
Well, so it's on here. It's on. Contact. He tries to move it away.
He tries to slide it back.
He tried to slide it back. Tricky little Benny, but not tricky enough. I think that's gonna stand, and
I think you might be the only person to call him Benny.
Yeah, I call him Benny. I call Deckle Decky. I don't know why I do that. It's a strange thing, but I just do it. Decky, Benny.
Carolina Pickleball Club loses 1 free video challenge and have 2 remaining. St. Louis Shock, you have 1 free video challenge remaining. We'll resume play at 1-5.
Call stands, and I like the fact Ben having some words with the fans in the back. I think he's kind of turned the ship around a little bit here.
Yes. He's playing really loose right now.
Have a bit more fun with it.
Oh!
Oh, that's a new one.
Oh!
Somebody just.
Was that Tardio?
No. Somebody just clip off
6-1.
the sound effects you just made.
Tardio said that was a miss hit too. That's pretty funny.
Tardio picked up the first, but it popped up too high. Ben attacked yet again.
Ben is in
Ben mode.
domination mode. Ben mode, yes.
Beast mode?
Beast mode, Ben mode.
Yeah, I think beast mode's perfect for
Yes.
him. Yep, beast mode.
So nasty.
Point.
That's so nasty. Bang.
8-1. Set up point 2.
Right here, guys. Let's
Not
go.
really much you can do there.
Nope, not much you can do there.
Two
We're gonna
eight.
need a couple more of those, I think, to win this one.
Yeah, it just fell off a cliff. Okay,
Maybe.
Ben John's
Ooh.
vertical.
Set out
Ben
point
Johns gets off the ground there a little bit. Yeah, like you said,
It was
he's...
more than a little.
No, he got off the ground pretty good. Let's see.
Check this out.
Let's see. Yeah. No, Ben's... He's an athletic guy. No, Jesse, no.
That's a miss hit.
Set up point 3.
Yeah, Jesse telegraphed that one a little bit, and Tardio's just sitting there waiting. Just
3-9.
tell you just tell. Bang, yeah.
Set out point 10.
Tardio, nowhere near
Yeah,
finding that third.
I don't know what that
A
was.
little funky.
A little hesitation, maybe.
10-3.
He was going to take that third.
All right, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You send the return to Ben to try and keep him at bay one extra ball, or
11-3.
do you go to Jesse and let Ben come to the net? You needed some extra time to think about that question. Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, great shot from Gabe there. I think you hit
4-11.
every ball away from Ben as you can. You don't overthink it. Do not hit the ball to Ben Johns.
Okay.
That's what I think. But either way, it's tough.
I mean, either way, it's inevitable he's going to get to the kitchen.
Yes. Go! Sorry.
Set out point 12.
Adam will go there. Sorry, guys.
I think we need to reconsider the adjective little.
Yeah. Good look there by Kate.
12-4. Point. Timeout. Change ends. 13-4.
This is the largest separation we've seen all weekend.
I think so, too. Ben Johns on a mission right now.
Don't forget, this is just the first mixed matchup. When we go to the second mixed matchup, somebody will be up 2-1. And Anna Bright and Hayden Patrick are still to come. Here's a look at Bob. I think he's the best dancer in the house.
How do you know his name? Do you know that guy?
He was in the dance contest.
Oh, okay.
I pay attention.
Oh, you did. I forgot. We did see that during the break. Bob is what pickleball's all about. I mean, he's having a good time. He's wearing the Margaritaville shirts.
He's bringing back puka shells.
He's bringing back puka shells. I mean, the guy is just, he's living day by day, moment by moment, watching the best pickleball players in the world. Look at it. I mean, look at
15
him.
seconds.
That's what it's all about right there, honestly. If I'm Bob and...
Greg Dow in 50 years.
Yeah, 50, yeah. How old's Bob? Early 70s, maybe? 20?
So 40 years.
40, 45 years.
in.
If I'm Bob, I'm happy.
13-4.
Oh, my
Point.
God.
Jesse just says good shot, and that's exactly right.
Ben is all over the court right now.
We haven't said Kate Fahey's
14-4.
name quite enough in this matchup. the save.
What a shot.
Turns his back to the court and
Gotta see
scoops
this
it. Oh, hits it with the forehand side of his paddle.
5-14.
What a shot.
Set out point 15.
He was ready. Jesse
Gabe.
just snuck it through.
Yeah, I think Gabe's on that, but just everything going right here for Carolina.
15-5.
Colin Johns and Andrea Coop coming up next for
Set out
Carolina.
point 6.
It's the first miss I've seen Ben have in this game here.
6-15. Set out point 16.
Gotten a little quiet here in DC.
Yeah. When Ben Johns really wants to win a match, I mean really wants to
16-6.
win, he's going to win. And this is peak Ben Johns right here.
Set out point 7.
Trying to pull out a few different tricks.
Yeah.
He's smirking as he goes back to the baseline.
Whenever you see like the two-handed dinks and the two-handed pulls off the bounce from
7-16.
Ben, you know he's
He's
feeling
just toying
loose.
with you.
Yeah, toying, exactly.
He's working on some new stuff.
Yeah, in the middle of a match. There we go.
Point.
Cardio on that speed up from Jesse. 8-16.
8-16.
Never know.
Set out
You know what that
point
one's called?
17.
What is it called?
I go, you go, we go, or no one goes.
I've never heard that. That's exactly.
17-8.
It's a long title.
Yeah.
I told you we get naming rights.
I don't know if that one's gonna make it on a T-shirt, Cam. Sorry.
I know. Just you wait.
Wow. Unbelievable hand speed by Ben. Audience at home, I know this is not a competitive game right now, but you are able to watch Ben Johns, the best player in the
18-8.
world, play some of his best pickleball. It is honestly a spectacle. And everything
Point.
going his way.
Even that.
Everything.
Timeout.
There's
St.
no
Louis
defense
Jog.
for that.
No.
19-8.
There's no reaction. There's nothing you can do. Ben Johns feels like he almost puts you in a silo. You just got nowhere to go.
No. Especially if he's playing like this, like Ben can be susceptible sometimes. He could listen. He's a human being. He can play poorly some days. He can lose matches, but right now, I mean, the last 10 minutes, like he's making Tardio and Fahey look like 4-5s. I'm just being honest. Like he's. No offense to them, like he's just that. They're insanely good players, obviously, but he's so good. I mean, he's just playing out of his mind. When the best player
15 seconds.
is playing at a 10 out of 10, even for him,
No timeouts.
there's
one
nowhere to
timeout.
go. There's nothing you can do, and that's why they have the 19-8 lead, Cam.
He's got over 100 career medals, gold medals to on the Carvana PPA Tour. More Triple Crowns than any other male in the sport.
Time in.
I mean, he's been unstoppable since he
19-8.
started playing pickleball.
Point. $28. Point.
Even that works.
I know.
Jesse's stunned.
So she's like, how do we win that point? Like, great lob by Kate, and Jesse was just
21-8.
able to get a paddle on it.
Point.
Maybe a bad bounce there off the serve from Ben.
This is running away.
22-8.
I mean, again, this is just an absolute clinic by Ben Johnson. Jesse playing well too, but
Point.
yeah, this is just,
Yeah, mail it in right now.
23-8.
I mean, it's like 2v1 right there.
so ridiculous. That ball is halfway below the net when he makes contact,
24-8.
and he speeds it up, and it's untouched by Tardio, who's got some of the best hands in pickleball. Like, there goes Gabe.
Set up point 9.
But yeah, I mean, Ben is, I mean, again, this is Tardio and Kate. That's a really good mixed doubles team.
It is.
They're really good. That's a quarterfinal
That's
team in a
24.
PPA. Like that's a good team, and he's making them look like they're not good, and they are. That's how good Ben is. Bye-bye.
There's one more, and Carolina earns the ball back and another game point to go up 2-1.
24-9.
The level of Ben Johns right now is unbelievable. Misses the third there. Classic. I can't.
Classic Greg Dow. It happens to you a
It
lot.
happens to me all the time, but there's no commentator curse that will affect Ben, I don't think. Maybe 1 point, but. Ooh. And Jesse playing great too, by the way.
Yeah, Jesse shifting over, finding the two-hand backhand.
24-10.
Another miss
Set
by
up point
Benny.
11.
Second miss third.
Eleven 24.
Well, and it's also safe to say this is their mixed one team versus the mixed two team right now too. So
Absolutely, absolutely.
definitely a little variance there.
Yes. Shot by Gabe there. If the Shock win this game, is that the greatest comeback / upset in MLP history? At this point, down 24-12 with Ben playing like this.
Sure.
I think it is.
Well, that sounded different.
Yeah.
Gabe just throws up his hands and
He
goes,
made
what
it.
do I have to do?
Unbelievable.
Game point again. Jesse on the serve.
24-12.
Winner drive off an overhead from Ben there.
Rights the ship on the third shot drop. Kate
Hi, Kate
Fahey's
Fahey.
still fighting.
Let's go, Kate.
13-24. Set up.
Somebody get that ball back. Game point again for Carolina.
I like Kate trying the lob there, trying something different, but that one was way too low, and Ben smacked it. All right.
Set up point 14.
Gotta like the fight here from the Shock. I mean, they've been just annihilated in this particular game, but they're fighting. They're fighting.
I mean, Kate Fahey was on that, but it's just too much in terms of the defense. They can't find enough against this team.
Yeah, unreal defense and great ATP by Jesse there. And then a couple loose errors. I mean, man, if they weren't down 24-11 or whatever it was, they might have had a chance, but you never know. One at a time.
I like the first counter, but Ben just sent it right back in the direction.
Yeah, I think a good speed up by Kate, but Ben just a little bit too good. Nice.
Fahey can hit the snot out of the ball, I'll tell you that much.
She did. I thought she was in trouble there because she was caught in the midcourt off the bin third shot drive, but played it beautifully. Great volley, and here come the shock, Cam, maybe?
The voice inflection is indicative of your belief.
Kate Fahey surely believes here. Look at, she's fired up. It's 17 now. It was 11 like 2 minutes ago, so 17's within striking range.
If you're tuning in for the first time to Major League Pickleball, you must have the serve to win the game. So that's why one team continues to score points on the side out and one does not. And the wind increasing, make it 18-24.
Yeah, that's a great lead by Tardio. I think most players would hit that, and he didn't. Great leave. What a comeback by the Shock. Great fight.
Wind starting to gust in a bit here. That's a difference, a variable we have really not seen today.
No, it's been at least the last 2 hours or so. The wind hasn't been much of a factor, but yeah, just the last couple minutes here. A little gusty.
And that's how it closes out.
Speaking of gusty, Tardio with the whiff there.
25-18, Carolina finally closes out that game, and it was rather one-sided in terms of the affair. Ben Johns and Jesse Irvin have Carolina at a 2-1 lead heading into the second mixed matchup. We've got Anna Bright and Hayden Patriquin taking over for the St. Louis Shock. Colin Johns and Andrea Coop will be on the opposite side of the net. Will we go to a dream breaker yet again? How many times today? It is so fun to see these teams go all the way and find the singles competition, and there is a decent chance that this could go that direction as well. It's time for the reversal, right? We had 1A and 1B versus 1A and 1B. Now it's time for a little switch up. Bob's still rocking just like we are. Dude.
Bob is, I mean, oh my God. Look at him go. He can move to, imagine him 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
What people don't realize is like 80 degrees outside, and he's still doing that.
Oh, he's been here all day. That's how you live your life, man. Live your life like Bob. Right, Cam?
I agree. Anna Bright and Hayden Patriquin now against Colin Johns and Andrea Coop. And this is what's interesting. They switched again. Colin starting on the right.
Interesting.
I don't think he wants to subject Andrea Coop to the hands of Hayden Patriquin.
No, Hayden's got some really strong hands, extremely quick. Great setup by Coop, and Hayden able to get that ball just low enough for Colin not to be able to hit it back over. So then Colin's got to make that ball, though.
So what's going to be the strategy if you're Colin and Andrea here, considering the left versus right switch?
Yeah, I think Colin's going to try and get in as many cross-court dink battles with Anna as he can. I wouldn't have taken that ball if I'm Colin either, but Colin's a great cross-court dinker, obviously. He's one of the best right-side players in pickleball, but Anna Bright, great resets, great shot by Colin. But Anna Bright is also, listen, I've played a lot of pickleball with Anna Bright, being friends with James. Like I've played a lot with her, practiced a lot with her, and I've done some right side dinking drills, like just with her a lot. And I'm telling you right now, she is an unbelievable dinker from the right. Even in the men's game, she would be also. So I think Colin has a slight advantage there, but Anna is no slouch in the right side pickleball game.
She can hold her own.
Absolutely.
So what is it that makes her dink from the right side so deadly? Is it the spin, ace, location?
Spin. She gets so much action on it. Like, you can watch her here if she has a chance. Nice shot by Colin, but she gets so much action on the ball. She gets so much topspin. She gets below the ball so well, and there's just so much spin on the ball, and you feel like you can't do much other than just kind of bunt it back.
Right now, a bit of a good rally here.
Yeah.
Hayden Patriquin finishes it off.
Yeah. But yeah, just a lot of action on the ball, and obviously, like, you know, Colin's going to be able to take more out of the air just being a little bit bigger, a little longer arms, but she's really tough over there.
Nice shot from Andrea Coop, the two-hand backhand.
And if Colin leaves the dink up at all, Anna's so tricky off the bounce as far as the speed ups go, and she can put that right at Coop and then a miscommunication in the middle. That's the problem with playing mixed on the right side as Colin's doing. I've done that before because I'm a right side player. I play the right men's every time. I don't like mixed, and I've played on the right side in mixed before. But the problem is you don't know who's going to take the middle ball because the girl's got the forehand in the middle, but you're the guy, so there's some confusion, and you saw it there.
Colin continuing to shift, but again, they're going to have to sort through some of that confusion in the middle.
Yeah, I hear
and
that.
don't be surprised if they don't switch yet again.
Yeah.
It really has been about 50-50 in terms of where they start on the weekend. Good touch. Hannah overturns her own call.
Okay.
She called it.
All right, hold on. Yep, St. Louis Chalk changed their call.
Well, don't forget, too, because they only have one remaining.
Right. Right.
Because they had two
They
calls
lost those two.
overturned in the
Yep.
women's.
Yep. Forgot about that.
You don't want to use it now.
Right.
Well, maybe.
You,
But maybe you wait till later in this mixed matchup.
for sure. And then you get one extra in the Dream Breaker, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Go, go, go.
Nice snag from Anna Bright.
And Big H.
Hopefully we've got a bleeper.
We have a bleeper. You know what? It's the last match of the day. Big H lets out a little expletive. That's okay. He's a kid. Who cares?
It's going to
Nice
force
shot.
that warning label before you tune
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
It's like Pat McAfee's show all over.
yep. No, Big H, he's just such a nice kid. Gotten to know him pretty well over the last year and a half or so, and
10-6.
really like him. Great player, great kid.
Andrea Coop follows it to the line, calling it out the entire time. But that was some laser-focused dinking on both sides of the net.
Unbelievable. And great hands by Coop in the middle of that dink rally. Patrick got a ball that sat up, and Coop was right on the counter. Andrea playing pretty well right now. Oh, no, I shouldn't have said it.
You're done.
I know.
I think you're cut off.
Said it. It's every time. I have the
time you give-
commentator's curse. I do. I have it.
11-7. Set up 1-8.
Carolina getting that much closer, 8-11. We talked about it. Could they just hang it
Hang in.
tough?
Yeah, hang in there. Hang in there.
We saw it in their previous match. As a team, that is.
Point.
Colin tracks it.
Little wide there. Anna questioned it, but I think it was a little wide. Coop and Colin playing pretty well right now. Like you said, just keeping it within reason here.
I was going to say, I feel like the shot could be taking more advantage of kind of the situation in terms of Coop being on the left and
Right.
Colin being on the right. I'm not sure in what context or how that could come about, but whether it's finding Colin's forehand
Yeah.
or... How do they do that?
Yeah, I think it's just getting Patrick Quinn in a cross-court dink rally with Andrea.
Okay.
I think that's
That's the equation for success.
Absolutely. And then the thing is, like, you don't really see it on the court, but when you play the right side as a guy in mixed, what you really lose, the kitchen points are one thing. Obviously, you don't have the forehand in the middle. If you're playing the left, you do. On the right, you don't. But especially on fourths and sixths and those type of balls, when you're not able to, as the guy, protect that middle and not allow the other team to get to the kitchen line, that's I think the biggest thing you lose by playing the right as a guy in mixed, because generally you're on the left and you're able to reach in with the forehand, and it's tough for the other team to get to the kitchen, but
Hold on.
Colin loses that by playing the right side. At the kitchen, I think it's
13-9.
honestly not that big of a difference, but you lose a lot by making it easier on the other team to get to the kitchen.
Quick steps for Hayden Patrick Quinn. A little bit of a journey for Carolina. this weekend. They lost the New York Hustlers 2-3 to start off. Then they played Dallas as a 1-3 loss. Then it was a 3-2 win over the Ranchers, and then a 2-3 loss to DC. So they've gone to the Dream Breaker 3 of their 4 matches. And it's looking like there's potential to go 4 of 5 to the Dream Breaker.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think Ben has won all his mixed matches.
Yep.
A lot of Dream Breakers. Good shot by Big H there. I think Ben and Colin lost 1 to Augie and J-Dub, right? I believe.
I believe so.
I believe they lost that, but
Correct.
other than that, they're 3-1 or whatever. So, you know, Ben almost guarantees you 2 wins. So you're probably going to see a lot of Dream Breakers from this squad.
I don't even know who
Was that
did
in?
that. Yes! It was, and I don't even know whose paddle it came off of.
Anna said it's me.
Was it Anna or was it Hayden?
Anna was with thumping your chest after that. I think she did. I don't know.
17-9.
Nonetheless, the ATP winner for Patrick Quinn.
Yeah, Patrick doing a good job of dictating the kitchen.
Timeout, Carolina Pickleball Club.
And there's that dink to the backhand side of Andrea Koo.
Yep.
We talked about the cross-court exchange there. And just when you thought this was close, it has now doubled up in terms of the score. The
Yeah,
St. Louis Shock at 18-9. Ben Johns is sitting on the sidelines right now, and I imagine he is prepping for a Dream Breaker.
He's got, if the camera pans to Ben, he's got, I mean, what is that? What do you call that look there, Cam?
I call it
What do you call that?
focus.
It's focus, but
He's getting ready.
He's getting ready. He knows he's got a Dream Breaker coming. It's just kind of an odd, he looks kind of odd right now. But
I think it's more about the fact that there is currently a lot of sun shining
Yeah, a lot
in
of sun.
on that sideline.
You're right.
So I'm going to just roll with that.
I
But
agree.
again, we are in the midst of a timeout, 18-9. Colin Johns
15
having some
seconds,
words
one
with Dave
timeout, no
Fleming.
timeouts.
yeah. Ben's probably so delirious just from the whole weekend. He just got back from Sacramento. He's probably so tired. He's like,
Time in.
let me just win this Dream Breaker and
18-9.
get out of here. We see the switch here. So Colin's going to play the left now. Andrea on the right. More traditional mixed doubles.
Got a little too much of that one. Hayden does a nice job getting out of the way. Make it 19-10.
19-10.
So with the switch, where does Hayden go now? Does it still stay cross court?
No. I think Hayden plays
11-19.
traditional mixed doubles here. Keep Colin honest by going. Wow, great hands by Hayden.
That's unreal.
20.
Keep him honest by not hitting too many middle dinks and you know, maybe occasionally hitting that forehand inside out dink, but just back to traditional mixed doubles for Hayden.
Point.
Anna Bright, there's that forehand rolling dink that you discussed. Really pretty.
A lot of action on that dink from Anna. I feel like she hasn't hit that many dinks this particular game.
21-11. Set out point 12.
Shock are going to go, or sorry,
12-21.
Carolina's going to make a run here. Has to be now.
Set out
Anna
point
Bright's
22.
getting a little bit more vocal, even though they're at 22-12. I think she's prepping for that Dream Breaker,
Yeah, she
trying to get
is.
her team in the right mentality.
Getting the energy up before the Dream Breaker.
Just 2 really lopsided scores in these mixed doubles competitions.
Yeah.
Point.
They wanted to wage their bets and head to the Dream Breaker.
Yeah, I think the Shock are the slight favorites in the Dream
23-12.
Breaker. Like you said, they are hedging their bets.
Point.
Yeah, bad miss by Colin. We got game point here.
24-12.
Game point for the Shock.
Ben not happy with his brother's performance. calling, Cam?
Yep.
Okay.
13-24.
That first one just taking a step away from Anna Bright. She doesn't want to give up anything, no matter what the score
No.
is.
No. She is as competitive as they get.
Out of the University of California, she played 4 seasons
14-24.
for the Golden Bears. Graduated just 3 years ago. How about that, Andrea Coop?
Great spot by Andrea. Caught Patrick in between a backhand and a forehand counter.
15-24.
Here comes Carolina. I shouldn't have said it. I said, here comes Carolina, and Colin missed the serve by about 18 inches.
24-15.
Again, you're going to be cut off.
I know, it's so bad. Game point.
Set point 16.
All right, we're at 16 here.
Just don't say anything. 16-24. You don't want to jinx them. That was nice from Colin Johns.
That was okay. It was okay. It was fine.
I'm only kidding. Come on now.
It was fine.
17-24.
You're in self-preservation mode now.
All right, shock again. Second match point here. Sorry, second game point.
24-17.
And the patience remains for Carolina. That was the longest by far we've seen in any of these games.
Absolutely.
18-24.
One at a time for Carolina here. They're playing well. Andrea Coop. Unbelievable shot.
19-24.
And the Shock are going to call a timeout here. Oh, he's been here all day. That's how you live your life, man. Live your life like Bob. Right, Cam?
I agree. Anna Bright and Hayden Patrick-Quinn now against Colin Johns and Andrea Coop. And this is what's interesting. They switched again. Colin starting on the right.
Interesting.
I don't think he wants to subject Andrea Coop to the hands of Hayden Patrick-Quinn.
No, Hayden's got some really strong hands, extremely quick. Great setup by Coop, and Hayden able to get that ball just low enough for Colin not to be able to hit it back over. So then Colin's got to make that ball, though.
So what's going to be the strategy if you're Colin and Andrea here, considering the left versus right switch?
Yeah, I think Colin's going to try and get in as many cross-court dink battles with Anna as he can. I wouldn't have taken that ball if I'm Colin either, but Colin's a great cross-court dinker, obviously. He's one of the best right-side players in pickleball, but Anna Bright... Great resets, great shot by Colin. Anna Bright is also Listen, I've played a lot of pickleball with Anna Bright. Being friends with James, like I've played a lot with her, practiced a lot with her, and I've done some right side dinking drills, like just with her a lot. And I'm telling you right now, she is an unbelievable dinker from the right. Even in the men's game, she would be also. So I think Colin has a slight advantage there, but Anna is no slouch in the right side pickleball game.
She can hold her own.
Absolutely.
So what is it that makes her dink from the right side so deadly? Is it the spin, ace, location?
Spin. She gets so much action on it. Like, you can watch her here if she has a chance. Nice drop by Colin, but she gets so much action on the ball. She gets so much topspin. She gets below the ball so well. And there's just so much spin on the ball, and you feel like you can't do much other than just kind of bunt it back.
Right now, bit of a good rally here.
Yeah.
Hayden Patrick Quinn finishes it off.
Yeah. But yeah, just a lot of action on the ball, and obviously, like, you know, Colin's going to be able to take more out of the air, just being a little bit bigger, a little longer arms, but she's really tough over there.
Nice shot from Andrea Coop, the two-hand backhand.
And if Colin leaves the dink up at all, Anna's so tricky off the bounce as far as the speed ups go, and she can put that righted Coop and then a miscommunication in the middle. That's the problem with playing mixed on the right side, as Colin's doing. I've done that before because I'm a right side player. I play the right men's every time. I don't like mixed, and I've played on the right side in mixed before. But the problem is you don't know who's going to take the middle ball because the girl's got the forehand in the middle, but you're the guy, so there's some confusion, and you saw it there.
Colin continuing to shift, but again, they're going to have to sort through some of that confusion in the middle.
Yeah, here.
And don't be surprised if they don't switch yet again.
Yeah.
It really has been about 50-50 in terms of where they start on the weekend. Good touch. Anna overturns her own call.
Okay.
She called it.
All right, hold on. Yep, St. Louis Shark changed their call.
Well, don't forget, too, because they only have one remaining.
Right. Right.
Because they had two
They
calls
lost those two.
overturned in
Yep.
the women's.
Yep. Forgot about that.
You don't want to use it now.
Right.
Well, maybe. But maybe you wait till later in this mixed matchup.
For sure. And then you get one extra in the Dream Breaker, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Go, go, go.
Nice snag from Anna Bright.
And Big H.
Hopefully we've got a bleeper.
We have a bleeper. You know what? It's the last match of the day. Big H lets out a little expletive. That's okay. He's a kid. Who cares?
Gonna
Nice
force
shot.
that warning label before you tune in.
Yeah.
It's like Pat McAfee show all over.
Yep. No, Big H, he's just such a nice kid. Gotten to know him pretty well over the last year and a half or so, and really like him. Great player, great kid.
Andrea Coop follows it to the line, calling it out the entire time. But that was some laser-focused dinking on both sides of the net.
Unbelievable. And great hands by Coop in the middle of that dink rally. Patrick got a ball that sat up, and Coop was right on the counter. Andrea playing pretty well right now. Oh, no, I shouldn't have said it.
You're done.
I know.
I think you're cut off.
Said it. It's every time. I have the
time you give-
commentator's curse. I do. I have it.
7.8.
Carolina getting that much closer, 8-11. We talked about it. Could they just hang it tough?
Yeah, hang in there. Hang in there.
We saw it in their previous match. As a team, that is.
Point.
Colin tracks it.
A little wide there. Anna questioned it, but I think it was a little wide. Coop and Colin playing pretty well right now. Like you said, just keeping it within reason here.
I was going to say, I feel like the shot could be taking more advantage of kind of the situation in terms of Coop being on the left and
Right.
Colin being on the right. I'm not sure in what context or how that could come about, but whether it's finding Colin's forehand
Yeah.
or... How do they do that?
Yeah, I think it's just getting Patriquin in a cross-court dink rally with Andrea.
Okay.
I think that's
That's the equation for success?
Absolutely. And then the thing is, like, you don't really see it on the court, but when you play the right side as a guy in mixed, what you really lose, the kitchen points are one thing. Obviously, you don't have the forehand in the middle. If you're playing the left, you do. On the right, you don't. But especially on fourths and sixths and those type of balls, when you're not able to, as the guy, protect that middle and not allow the other team to get to the kitchen line, that's I think the biggest thing you lose by playing the right as a guy in mixed, because generally you're on the left and you're able to reach in with the forehand, and it's tough for the other team to get to the kitchen, but Colin loses that by playing the right side. At the kitchen, I think it's honestly not that big of a difference, but you lose a lot by making it easier on the other team to get to the kitchen.
Quick steps for Hayden Patriquin. A little bit of a journey for Carolina. This weekend, they lost the New York Hustlers 2-3 to start off. Then they played Dallas as a 1-3 loss. Then it was a 3-2 win over the Ranchers, and then a 2-3 loss to DC. So they've gone to the Dream Breaker 3 of their 4 matches. And it's looking like there's potential to go 4 of 5 to the Dream Breaker.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think Ben has won all his mixed matches.
Yep.
A lot of Dream Breakers. Good shot by Big H there. I think Ben and Colin lost one to Augie and J-Dub, right? I believe.
I believe so.
I believe they lost that. But other
Correct.
than that, they're 3-1 or whatever. So, you know, Ben almost guarantees you 2 wins. So you're probably going to see a lot of Dream Breakers from this squad.
I don't even know who
Was that in?
It was, and I don't even know whose paddle it came off of.
Anna
Who
said
did
it's
it?
me.
Was it Anna or was it Hayden?
Anna was with thumping your chest after that. I think she did. I don't know.
17-9.
Nonetheless, the ATP winner for Patriquin.
Yeah, Patrick's doing a good job of dictating the kitchen.
Timeout, Carolina Pickleball Club.
And there's that dink to the backhand side of Andrea Coop.
Yep.
We talked about the cross-court exchange there. And just when you thought this was close, it has now doubled up in terms of the score. The St. Louis Shock at 18-9. Ben Johns is sitting on the sidelines right now, and I imagine he is prepping for a Dream Breaker.
He's got, if the camera pans to Ben, he's got, I mean, what is that? What do you call that look there, Cam?
I call it
What do you call that?
focus.
It's focus, but
He's getting ready.
He's getting ready. He knows he's got a Dream Breaker coming. It's just kind of an odd, he looks kind of odd right now. But
I think it's more about the fact that there is currently a lot of sun shining
a lot of sun.
on that sideline.
You're right.
So I'm going to just roll with that.
I
but
agree.
again, we are in the midst of a timeout, 18-9. Colin Johns
15
having some
seconds,
words
one
with Dave
timeout, no
Fleming.
timeouts.
yeah. Ben's probably so delirious just from the whole weekend. He just got back from Sacramento. He's probably so tired. He's like,
Time in.
let me just win this Dream Breaker and
18-9.
get out of here. We see a switch here. So Colin's going to play the left now. Andrea on the right. More traditional mixed doubles.
Got a little too much of that one. Hayden does a nice job getting out of the way. Make it 19-10.
19-10.
So with the switch, where does Hayden go now? Does it still stay cross court?
No. I think Hayden plays
11-19.
traditional mixed doubles here. Keep Colin honest by going. Wow, great hands by Hayden.
That's unreal.
20.
Keep him honest by not hitting too many middle dinks and you know, maybe occasionally hitting that forehand inside out dink, but just back to traditional mixed doubles for Hayden.
Point.
Anna Bright, there's that forehand rolling dink that you discussed. Really pretty.
A lot of action on that dink from Anna. I feel like she hasn't hit that many dinks this particular game.
21-11. Set out point 12.
Shock are going to go, or sorry,
12-21.
Carolina's going to make a run here. Has to be now.
Set out
Anna
point
Bright's
22.
getting a little bit more vocal, even though they're at 22-12. I think she's prepping for that dream break,
Yeah,
trying
she
to get
is.
her team in the right mentality.
Getting the energy up before the Dream Breaker.
Just two really lopsided scores in these mixed doubles competitions.
Yeah.
Point.
They wanted to wage their bets and head to the dream breaker.
Yeah, I think the Shock are the slight favorites in the Dream Breaker. Like you said, they are hedging their bets.
Point.
Yeah, bad miss by Colin. We got game point here.
24-12.
Game point for the Shock.
Ben not happy with his brother's performance. Whew.
Set out point 13.
A little long, Cam?
Yep.
Okay.
13-24. Point.
That first one just taking a step away from Anna Bright. She doesn't want to give up anything, no matter what the score
No.
is.
No. She is as competitive as they get.
Out of the University of California, she played 4 seasons
14-24.
for the Golden Bears. Graduated just 3 years ago. How about that, Andrea Coop?
Great spot by Andrea. Caught Patrick in between a backhand and a forehand counter.
15-24.
Here comes Carolina. I shouldn't have said it. I said here comes Carolina, and Colin missed the serve by about 18 inches.
24-15.
Again, you're going to be cut off.
I know, it's so bad. Game point.
Set out point 16.
All right, we're at 16 here.
Just don't say anything. 16-24. You don't want to jinx them. That was nice from Colin Johns.
That was okay. It was okay. It was fine.
I'm only kidding. Come on
It
now.
was fine.
17-24.
You're in self-preservation mode now.
All right, Shock again. Second match point here. Sorry, second game point.
24-17.
And the patience remains for Carolina. That was the longest by far we've seen in any of these games.
Absolutely.
18-24.
One at a time for Carolina here. They're playing well. Andrea Coop. Unbelievable shot.
19-24.
And the Shock are going to call a timeout here. Cam, I mean this is over.
It is now 19-24. Just change the rhythm a bit, I think. This is a great timeout right now called by the St. Louis Shock.
Absolutely.
You've had several opportunities. You've had several opportunities to close it out, but right now they've got to sort through a little bit of a streak on the side of Carolina.
I mean, this match was over about 3 minutes ago, but Andrea Coop and Colin Johns, they just stayed in there. They stayed hungry. They fought for every
15
point.
seconds. No timeouts,
And they got
no
a shot
timeouts.
here, Cam, a real shot, not a 23-15. Maybe they can. No. They have a real chance to win this game right now.
Time in.
19-24.
19-24. Side out.
Not with a dink like that.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything.
Anna Bright's ready for this to be over.
24-19.
And one more. Again, you must win on your serve, and there is no freeze, so Carolina will just continue to accumulate points every time they side out.
Point.
One more. This is insane.
Are they gonna
You start to feel the
have a
tense.
chance?
Yeah, you start to feel the tense energy, though, the tightness.
Yeah.
If you're the Shock, you got to play loose here. You just need one. You got to find this third and fifth shot.
This is fourth or fifth match point here, Cam.
24-21.
Yeah, and they're probably, I would say, five.
Fourth match point?
Yeah.
Fifth? Or sorry, game point.
There it is. Cross-court winner. It took them a minute to close it out.
21.
But there is some momentum built on Carolina. Even though they just lost that, they are heading off to a dream breaker again.
Yeah, the Shock they dominated that match, or that game, excuse me. And then Colin and Andrea came back, got some momentum for their squad. Dream breaker, last match of the day. So excited. Let's go, Cam. MLP, DC. Stay with us, guys.
If you're enjoying all this Major League Pickleball coverage, well, get set, because we've got more coming to you from the Carvana PPA Tour. Up next, it's going to be the Select Medical Orange County Cup in San Clemente, California. You can check out all the action on pickleballtv.com. Chance to see all of these pros in more action. Last game of the day. Of course, this match had to go to a dream breaker. Ben and Jesse warming up right now, as are Hayden and Anna. Greg, thoughts on how this might go?
Yeah, I mean, I think you gotta favor the shock just slightly in this dream breaker. You have Anna Bright, who, like we said earlier, doesn't play much singles these days in the PPA Tour, but she's still probably a top 5, top 7 singles player on the women's side. Kate Fahey, a very good singles player as well, and Big H and Tardio, both solid singles players. You got Ben Johns, the #1 singles player. Colin, not great. Let's see here.
See what they can put together. If you're joining us for the first time in Major League Pickleball, the Dream Breaker, a singles competition played to 21 points, win by 2. Rotation every 4 rallies. Play against the same opponent each time.
Yeah, Big H's job here against Ben is go 2 and 2.
Okay.
If he can split with Ben, the Shock will win this Dream Breaker. If
there's the record for the Dream Breaker for the St. Louis Shock, 1 and 1. And a look to Carolina.
1 and 2. Yeah.
1 and 2 in Dream Breakers.
Huge backhand by Big H. And he missed the serve. But he did his job, I think. Went 2 and 2.
Up next, Gabe Tardio versus Colin Johns. This is as we'd anticipate.
2-2.
Colin doing a nice job, not just winning the point, but also wearing Gabe out.
He grinded Gabe down that point. Gabe running all over the court. Great play by Colin.
Good hold. Colin works around the backhand and goes inside out.
Yeah, all set up by that big third shot drive. He didn't hit a winner off it, but got a high volley from Gabe and then misdirect inside out with the forehand.
I mean,
wow.
Colin was a pro tennis player.
Yeah.
And right now he's looking like he's definitely got the ground strokes. He's working some nice angles, and he's got 3 straight right now against Gabe.
Yeah.
Make it 4 straight. I think he just made you eat his words, or the opposite. He just made you eat your words.
Colin, listen, Colin, I know Colin can play some singles, but he hasn't played that well in singles today. But I tell you what, that last sequence there was unbelievable.
7.3.
Andrea Koop versus Anna Bright now.
Go, Anna. Go ahead, babe.
3-6.
That's a great return from Andrea Koop. Deep backhand. Not much Anna could do with that.
7-3.
Wow.
I mean, this is huge. The last 2 sequence, for the fact that Colin caught 4 straight, and now Andrea has 2 and 1 over Anna Bright.
Shocking. Honestly shocking. It is.
Make it 2 and 2.
Still a good showing from Andrea.
Last rotation, Kate Fahey versus Jessie Irvin.
4-8. 4-8.
St. Louis Shock do have the advantage in this singles Dream Breaker by the fact that they got a chance to react to this lineup of Carolina. This is big. Kate Fahey could be the difference maker right now.
Yeah, here comes Kate. She put a great point on the first one. And then Jessie gives her a gift. Nice return. Wow.
That is a beautiful backhand down the line.
It's such a hard shot.
It is.
Jessie hit a great return there, but I don't know how you hit that shot down the line that hard with that accuracy. Unbelievable.
And rips an absolute forehand. Kate Fahey goes 4 straight, evening the score.
That was an absolute rocket by Kate, and she gets her team back in it. Unbelievable. She's locked in. Look at her. She is locked in.
Ben and Hayden back at the top of the order. They went 2 and 2. Ben John's one of the best singles players in the sport.
9-8.
Big wind right here.
Yeah, like you said, Cam, the wind gusted big time in the middle of that point.
Ben John's taking his time right now, kind of letting that ball roll around the court before getting back to the service line.
10-8.
There's that angle. Hayden sees Ben running back the opposite direction.
Great volleys from Hayden there. Set up by just a deep, hard return that Ben couldn't do much with.
That is an unbelievable angle from Hayden Patriquin. Winner on the return. They go 2 and 2 again.
Beautiful back. That's such a tough shot. Backhand, cross-court, little dipper.
This is a big rotation. Colin had all 4 last time. There's Gabe's first.
11-10.
Change of end at 11-10. It doesn't get any closer than this. Playing to just 21 points. Again, Gabe Tardio went 0 for 4. He's got 1 on the board. Where does he send this third?
15 seconds.
You send it deep, Cam. That's number 1. And then obviously to Collins' backhand.
Time in.
But depth is the key here.
11-10.
Goes to the forehand side. Welcomes him in. He's going to pay the price. 2 straight for Gabe.
Yeah, not a great decision there by Colin to try the dropper. Tardio's really quick and super tricky at the kitchen.
Colin furious with the bounce he just got.
Yeah, might have gotten a bad bounce there, and Tardio up 3-0 on this sequence.
Make it 4-0. Turning that back around. He says enough is enough after going down 0-4. Now he's even 4 apiece.
Yeah, great mental fortitude by Tardio there. You just got beat 4-0 by Colin. Comes back and evens the score. 14-10, shock.
I have not heard this place quieter than before Anna Bright just served. You could hear a pin drop.
There was like a 2 or 3 second pause Anna did, almost for dramatic effect, like it was like a movie scene. I liked it.
Andrea tries to return middle, not giving Anna a whole lot of angles to work with. Again, there's a challenge available to each of these 2 teams in the Dream Breaker.
Not going to challenge it here. They nose out.
16.
Shock in control here.
a sudden, this has shifted completely to the side of the Shock, 17 to 10. One more ball between these two.
All the way. All the way, AB. All the way.
17-10.
Andrea earns one there. I wasn't sure if Anna Bright was going to try and take that forehand on the volley or let it bounce. She ultimately chose to let it go off the forehand. A nice reaction play from Andrea Koop.
Yeah, great play by Koop there. Just getting one, giving her team a chance. Oh, no, Jessie. And Jessie dumps one on the net there.
Kate went 4-0 against Jessie in their previous matchup.
18-11.
Your game, Kate.
One more.
Go, Kate.
Fahey will have a chance to close out this match.
19-11.
To 11, match point for the St. Louis Shock. Fahey has one look at it.
Way to go, Kate.
20-11. Set out point 12.
Jessie gets one back, so we're back to the top yet again. Ben and Hayden.
You never know. It's MLP, it's a dream breaker. This is not over, especially when you got Ben Johns
12-20.
on Carolina's side. Let's see what they can do here.
Side out.
Not quite. A chance for Hayden now.
Come on, H. End it. End it.
20-12.
Come on, H.
Set out point 13. 13-20. Football. Right foot. Point.
Another ball. Foot fault for Hayden Patriquin.
Come on, let's go, Shock. Come on, H. Come on, H. Come on, H.
14-20.
Hayden Patriquin closes this thing.
Great play by Hayden, and here we go. It's Colin Johns and Gabe Tardio. Tardio's got match point on his paddle here.
And on the first one, Gabe Tardio finishes off the Dream Breaker, and the St. Louis Shock win in a Dream Breaker to close out DC.
Tardio with a just huge passing shot cross courts. And Colin, I don't know if you guys saw that, Colin launches a ball in frustration after that loss. Pretty even match here. It went to a Dream Breaker. Obviously, it's going to be pretty even. Just a phenomenal match to end the day, Cam. What do you think?
I mean, you couldn't have finished it off better. So
No.
fun to see the St. Louis Shock battling tough. But man, for Carolina, what a tough day, losing 2 Dream Breakers in a row. Oh, but they're still coming away with 2 points after each of those. A look back to the final point.